of the Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Senators, the Clerk of the Senate, and the Secretariat who are in this room. Permit me to thank all of you for really persevering 5 days of strenuous and intensive interactions and deliberations at this induction retreat. Honorable Senators, from the induction, various issues have been canvassed which relate to our mandate as an institution and as individual members in discharging our constitutional responsibilities. Variable lessons and experiences have been shared. And as the 13th Parliament and 4th Senate, this will go a long way in informing democratic governance and our understanding, consideration, and application of, among others. Number one, the mandate and functions of the Senate and its integral role in the successful implementation of devolution. Number two, the workings of the Parliamentary Service Commission. Number three, intergovernmental relations and the interplay between the Senate and its relations with the constitutional commissions and independent offices. Number four, the political party structures and culture in parliaments, ideologies, party discipline, and the role of political party caucuses in the legislative agenda. And number five, the budget making process. Honorable Senators, I will be out of order to belabor the various details of the above. Suffice to say that is now evident that there is need to strengthen the oversight role of the Senate or the counties by working closely with the county assemblies. We have observed from this induction retreat that a lot of oversight is informed by reports from the Office of the Auditor General. There is therefore need to explore other sources of complementary data to support the Senate's oversight role. Further from the deliberations, it is clear that a strong political party culture anchored on ideologies and manifestos rather than personality is key to the pursuit of party discipline. Dissenting opinion does not mean compromising party loyalty, yet voting with your conscience is encouraged. Among the issues that emerged is that there is urgent need to strengthen political parties' caucuses in parliament and accord them necessary support, including facilities that can host their meetings. This will propel the appreciation of party position among party caucus members, encourage positive consultations with and whipping. Overall, it has emerged that despite the divergent party affiliation, it is imperative that we have to make decisions that will leave a legacy and with the interests of the people who have elected us. To drive this point to home, the catchphrase which clearly stood out and was reiterated at this induction retreat is, I quote, make a law that you can trust your enemy with, so that if your enemy becomes the end of to implement that law, then still you are safe. Honorable Senators, the current amendments to the Senate standing orders have bestowed the chairmanship of the Liaison Committee on the Deputy Speaker. As the steward of this important committee, I undertake to consult with the chairpersons of committees and prioritize legislative business necessary to protect the interests of the counties and their governments. Honorable members, you will subsequently be taken through other training workshops to understand, among other issues, legislative processes and procedures, the committee system, and other matters of concern to the members. This will ensure that the members are adequately equipped with the requisite know-how and technical skills to effectively discharge their mandate. Honorable Senators, I wish to thank all the distinguished panel of resource persons, panelists, session chairs, the Senate leadership, and honorable members for not only diligently sitting through the presentations, but also for the very useful interventions articulated at the plenary. Allow me to also thank the clerk of the Senate and his team for exceptional organizational skills that have characterized the entire induction retreat. The event required meticulous planning and coordination to achieve the success we have witnessed. So, Mr. Clerk, we are very happy indeed, because as I said, this upper house has really personalized its service. So we are happy. Whatever you need, it is available to you with the utmost precise. Further, I wish to thank the media for exceptional coverage, the Kenya Police Service, our host here, the Sawela Lounge Hotel, and all the other service providers for exceptional services thus far. Honorable Senators, now that our Honorable Speaker is back, it is my present duty to welcome the Speaker of the Senate to deliver his remarks and officially close the retreat. Thank you, Honorable Senators.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Honorable Senators, resource persons who are still with us, the clerk and his team, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. You know, I've been sitting here as from 9, and I had decided not to go for lunch, only to be told that members have been sneaking all through. I'm told very few are yet to have their lunch, but a number of us are already comfortable. Members, as we draw to the end of the 5-day inaugural induction retreat, you will all concur with me that it has been profoundly successful and have been able to meet the intended objectives. We have had enriching conversations steered by able moderators and sessional chairs. My special appreciation goes to our distinguished facilitators who accepted our invitation to grace this retreat and address the respective topics. We have also gained immensely from the knowledgeable presenters and panelists drawn from development partners, consultants, constitutional commissions, executive, council of governors, and parliament. I also want to single out enriching insights, ideas from former senators and Speaker of the Second Senate, Honorable Ekwe Ethuro. Additionally, for the first time, we had a unique category of colleagues, the governor senators, who brought in a wealth of experience gained from having served as governors for the 2 terms. Honorable senators, admittedly, I'm immensely impressed by the passion, keen interests, and the focus that you have demonstrated during the entire period of this induction. I'm glad to note that we achieved a remarkable attendance of honorable members of over 75% since the beginning of this retreat. Indeed, this confirms your commitment to learning and understanding your mandate from the onset, of course, which is an integral for actualizing the effectiveness and efficient Senate. On behalf of the honorable senators, I wish to convey our sincere appreciation to commend the clerk of the Senate and the Secretariat for the great efforts and diligence that have made this retreat a remarkable success. I also wish to convey our sincere appreciation to the Fourth Estate. Honorable senators, you will all agree with me that we received wide media coverage throughout this retreat. As I noted earlier, I hope that going forward, we shall strengthen this partnership beyond this retreat, noting the role of the media in conveying factual and objective information of public interest, as well as platform for public discourse. Honorable members, the theme and agenda for this retreat was carefully selected: understanding the mandate of the Senate, strengthening devolution for legislative effectiveness. It's a topic that has come at an opportune time. The citizenry has very high expectations from us, and therefore we should endeavor to initiate and enact legislation that will help meet their expectations. Under my stewardship of this Fourth Senate, we shall, together with the new leadership team, undertake to do everything within our mandate to realize the objects and principles of devolutions as contained under Article 174 of the Constitution. We will also ensure, among other things, that we do the following. 1, pursue a framework to give effect to Article 110(3) of the Constitution and to provide for the procedure for speakers of the Houses of Parliament to determine the nature of a bill before its introduction into Parliament. 2, fast-track the process of transfer of functions and concomitant resources to counties. Further, to optimum revenue allocation to counties, we will ensure that the exercise of costing of functions is finalized. 3, revitalize and improve Senate machinery and collaborate with the Council of Governors and County Assemblies Forum to ensure proper planning. Indeed, Senate machinery has proven to be an effective way for the Senate to promote its outreach activities in the counties. 4th, consider and pass the legislation necessary to buttress devolution, as well as undertake effective oversight over county governments. This also will entail exploring how to ensure the financial autonomy of county assemblies from the executive. 5, follow up on the pending legislation that lapsed at the end of the Third Senate. Some of these legislations include the County Government's Additional Locations Bill 2022 to allow counties to access conditional grants for the year 2022-2023, among others. There's also a need to deliberate on and agree on the right framework for disbursements of the Equalization Fund. 6, provide an innovative platform for constitutional commissions and independent offices to present their reports to the Senate committees. These key organs churn out volumes of reports with recommendations that, if implemented, will greatly enrich devolution outcomes. Honorable senators, this retreat has brought to the fore the outstanding matter of unequal representation of the Senate in the Parliamentary Service Commission. This is a sensitive matter that would require the goodwill and commitment of political parties to support the Senate leadership. I therefore implore you to canvass this matter within your respective political caucuses. Distinguished senators, our work is clearly cut out, and very soon we shall embark on the actual performance of our constitutional mandate. Indeed, our first sitting has been gazetted and confirmed to be on the Thursday, 29th of September 2022. It is my sincere hope that we shall sustain the agility we have exhibited here throughout the tenure of the Fourth Senate. In conclusion, let me emphasize that our success as we go forth will be determined by how well we articulate issues affecting counties, execution of Senate business, and responsive legislative outputs. We have adopted a number of resolutions following our deliberations here. We should all take a keen interest in the implementation of these resolutions, as they will inform the evaluation and scorecard for the fourth Senate. It is now my pleasant duty and honor to declare this retreat officially closed. I wish you all safe journey masses to your various destinations. I also want to thank our support staff, the team from the 3 hotels that we were accommodated, the team in Ashipai, Simba Lodge, and Sawela, for making sure that the welfare of the senators is taken care of. We also want to extend our appreciation to the management of these 3 institutions for making sure that there has been we have not received any complaint whatsoever. Maybe Mr. Clark, you may help me, but at my level, I've not received any complaint from any senator as far as welfare is concerned. So with those few remarks,